The show unceremoniously killed off its lead character, John Dutton, played by Kevin Costner. The reaction? Pure outrage. While some fans have moved on, others are clinging to hope, fueled by Reddit theories suggesting John might still be alive. Here's the gist of these theories. John Dutton faked his own death to protect his family. In Season 5, Episode 9, law enforcement finds him dead in his bathroom. Initially ruled a suicide, it's later revealed he was assassinated. But fans think there's more to it. Could Costner be playing along with the narrative in public, only to make a surprise return in the finale? Let's dive into what die-hard Yellowstone loyalists are saying. One theorist wrote, "Maybe the reason it was staged as a suicide was to send a message to people who actually knew him, because anyone close to John Dutton would know he'd never take his own life." They even speculated that the much-publicized drama between Costner and Sheridan might have been fabricated or resolved, allowing Costner to secretly film a couple of final scenes. Then, John could go out in a blaze of glory. Another Reddit user, Anna Winston Bear, doubled down on the idea. The whole crime scene with John's body, the blood, the forensics, and law enforcement everywhere, it's all staged, they claimed. They acknowledged that Costner and Sheridan have both publicly denied any plans for Costner's return, but added, "What if it's the greatest hoax in Hollywood and Kevin shows up, albeit briefly, in the finale? I know I'm probably wrong, but it'd be cool, wouldn't it?" Cool? Absolutely. But is it likely? Not really. Costner has made it clear he's moved on, and his falling out with Taylor Sheridan and the Paramount Network is well documented. The odds of a surprise Dutton comeback are slim to none. As fun as these theories are, holding out hope for John Dutton's return might only lead to more disappointment. Even Yellowstone director Christina Voros weighed in, telling Entertainment Weekly after John's death, "There were a lot of people outraged that John was killed. And you're supposed to be outraged. The characters are outraged. So, in a strange way, that's the point. You're not supposed to be okay with it." Fans' frustration is understandable. John Dutton deserved an unforgettable exit, perhaps riding off in a blaze of glory. Instead, viewers got an ending that feels far from what Sheridan originally envisioned, and even further from what they wanted. All we know is that the finale is going to be a real tearjerker, and even Luke Grimes has confirmed it. Luke Grimes gave us a hint. In an emotional chat with TV Line this week, Luke Grimes opened up about his feelings as Yellowstone heads towards its conclusion. Grimes admitted he waited until the very last second to read the script for the finale of Season 5, and when he finally did, the emotions hit hard. "I was a mess," he confessed, describing the final moments of the series as beautiful, profound, and heartbreaking. Grimes promised fans that their years of loyalty to the show would pay off, saying they won't feel like they've wasted their time for the past 6 years. In the storyline, Grimes' character Casey is determined to uncover the truth behind his father John Dutton's death, now officially ruled a homicide. Both Casey and his sister Beth, played by Kelly Riley, have their suspicions about who's responsible. Beth, true to her fiery nature, has zeroed in on their brother Jamie as the prime suspect, even going as far as to declare war on him. But is Jamie's end near? Speaking to 9 Entertainment before the mid-season premiere, Grimes hinted that the finale delves deeply into themes of loss and closure, offering a resolution that he believes will satisfy fans. In a beautiful way, he explained, it's going to make you feel all the right things you want to feel in the finale episode of the show you've loved for so long. For Grimes, saying goodbye to Yellowstone has been bittersweet. It's a little sad that this is the last hurrah. The last time we'll all be doing this together, he reflected, admitting he's still processing the end of an era. The final wrap was particularly emotional for him. "I remember the day we wrapped. It was very emotional. Driving home that day was very emotional. Just thinking, that's the last time I'm going to get in my truck and drive home from the Yellowstone set. I've been doing that for 7 years and it's over now." It's a no-brainer that fans are excited to see how life would turn around for Casey. But more importantly, everyone has their eyes on Rip and Beth. The future of Rip and Beth. While much of the focus following John Dutton's death has been on Beth and Jamie's escalating feud, Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 9 subtly lays the groundwork for what could come next. Despite the show's ending looming, rumors persist that Yellowstone may not conclude after its run through December. Reports suggest Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser might step into the lead roles as Beth and Rip for a potential Season 6. However, it's important to note that this has not been confirmed, and no official word has come from anyone allegedly involved. Adding to the speculation, there have been whispers of a Yellowstone sequel centered on Beth, Rip, and Luke Grimes' Casey Dutton. This theory fits naturally with the show's narrative trajectory, particularly given how Jamie is increasingly vilified. Wrapping up the series with his defeat alongside Jon's death would provide a satisfying conclusion. If the show does continue, Jon's death effectively sets the stage for Beth and Rip to step into a larger spotlight. In All You Need Is Desire, Beth and Rip's relationship takes center stage, even as tragedy unfolds. Rip is away on a business trip in Texas when the news of Jon's death breaks, leaving Beth to process the loss alone. Casey arrives to support his sister, and while the siblings lean on each other, Yellowstone has never fully developed their bond, leaving Beth yearning for the comfort of her husband. Rip, ever understanding, doesn't hesitate to cut his trip short when Beth calls him home. Their reunion is one of the episode's most powerful moments. Beth, often portrayed as the strongest and most unyielding member of the Dutton family, breaks down completely in Rip's arms. Her vulnerability in that moment is a stark contrast to the steely resolve she's shown elsewhere, underscoring the depth of their love. The strength of Beth and Rip's relationship has long been one of the show's standout elements, and Episode 9 reinforces just how integral their dynamic is. Rip rushing home is touching on its own, but seeing Beth run to him and finally let her guard down is profoundly moving. Her strength makes her collapse in his arms all the more compelling, showing viewers the power of their bond amidst the chaos. Whether or not Yellowstone continues, this episode paints a vivid picture of what the series could look like with Beth and Rip leading the way. This is why fans believe we'd see Yellowstone for another season, why Rip and Beth will carry the Dutton legacy. Moving forward without Kevin Costner will undoubtedly be a challenge for Yellowstone, given that he's been the face of the series from the start. However, with Jon Dutton's fate sealed and the fallout from his death unfolding in Season 5, there's no turning back. The show must now navigate this new chapter. If the series does continue, few characters are better equipped to take the reins than Beth and Rip, and for good reason. First, their loyalty to Jon Dutton sets them apart. Both Beth and Rip deeply understood the importance of the ranch to Jon's legacy. This shared devotion positions them as natural successors, ensuring the ranch's preservation while maintaining continuity in the show's themes. As the new caretakers, they could seamlessly carry on the story while staying true to the spirit of the original series. Second, their storylines are some of the most compelling in the ensemble. Together, Beth and Rip's love story has captivated audiences, and there's still much to explore in their dynamic as a couple. Individually, their roles in the show complement each other perfectly. Rip excels in managing the ranch's day-to-day operations, while Beth thrives in navigating the business and political challenges. This duality provides a rich foundation for future narratives, whether in a direct continuation of Yellowstone or a potential sequel. Meanwhile, creator Taylor Sheridan continues to expand the Yellowstone universe. Alongside the prequels like 1883 and 1923, Sheridan is also developing modern-day spin-offs, including the Four Sixes series and the newly announced The Madison, starring Michelle Pfeiffer, Matthew Fox, and Patrick J. Adams. While release dates for these projects remain under wraps, it's clear that Sheridan's primary focus is on concluding Season 5 and resolving the epic feud between Beth and Jamie. As Yellowstone heads towards its climactic moments, Beth and Rip stand as the heart and soul of the show's future, ready to shoulder the Dutton legacy and take it into uncharted territory. Whether through fiery confrontations or tender moments, their journey promises to keep fans invested, even in a world without Jon Dutton. If All You Need Is Desire offers any clues, a Yellowstone led by Rip and Beth seems more than plausible. The neo-Western drama has been a massive success, and while the prequels and spin-offs help expand its universe, none match the cultural impact of the flagship series. With Kevin Costner officially out of the picture, Taylor Sheridan has the opportunity to steer the narrative in a bold new direction, centered around a fresh generation of Duttons. And we couldn't be more excited. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.